loves, welcome to today's video. Today I'm actually going to be starting a series on dosage calculations, or med math, some programs might call it. It's medical calculations or dosage calculations. And so yeah, I'm going to start a series. I'm going to call it, I think, Monday Med Math. So yeah, I think that's, kind of catchy and hopefully can help you. I was never great at math at all. Algebra was my hardest subject in all grade levels, including college algebra, which I took a year and a half ago, or maybe a year ago. It may have been a year ago already. Yeah, so I barely passed. It was so difficult. Math is very difficult for me to understand. I'm very like a creative mind, so I don't really, I think in the gray area more than I do black and white, which is probably why nursing school was so difficult for me as well, is because well, nursing school is gray in some areas, but it is very black and white in others. But yeah, so we're gonna start off with Monday Med Math. I hope you guys enjoy this series. Make sure you subscribe, stay a while, join the family, ring that notification bell so you are notified of when I upload, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do some med math. I'm going to actually do this first video basic dosage calculations. And by the way, if you see my little felt board here, you'll know that my name is Erica, but my real name is actually America, so that's why you see America. But my friends and family call me Erica, so feel free to call me Erica. You guys are my friends too. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start off with the basics. Grab a notebook, a pencil, and a calculator, and let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with our basic dosage calculations conversions. This is a list that you will have to commit to memory. Most nursing programs will not allow like a cheat sheet while you're doing your dosage calculations exams, because these are units and conversions that you need to memorize. So we are gonna go ahead and start. We're gonna go ahead and start with the micrograms. Micrograms is smaller than milligrams, and milligrams is smaller than gram. So we want to go ahead and start with 1,000 micrograms equals 1 milligram. And then 1,000 milligrams equals 1 gram. Super easy to remember. You see that these numbers do repeat. It's just a matter of placing the units. Next, we're going to go ahead and do milliliters. Milliliters is smaller than liters. So we're going to go ahead and do milliliters to liter conversion. 1,000 milliliters equals 1 liter. You will see this a lot, especially for IV fluids and things like that. It's just something you have to commit to memory. Again, you'll see thousands, 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 1, 1, 1. Very simple. Okay, so we want to go ahead and do 1 milliliter, since we're on the liters side, equals 1 cc. They are the same, it's just labeled differently. Okay? And then we want to go ahead and convert milliliters to teaspoons. That's very important, because often with pediatric medications, you'll have a problem where it says there is X amount of milliliters in the bottle, and the mother asked how many teaspoons per dose are they supposed to give. Things like that. So we're going to go ahead and convert. So 5 milliliters equals 1 teaspoon. Okay? And then 3 teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon. So you see, it's pretty much the same as far as units, or excuse me, numbers. The only thing that you do see is a change in here. The 5 equals 1 and the 3 equals 1. Next, we're going to go ahead and do 30. So 30 milliliters equals 1 ounce. This is very important as well, especially in pediatric dosage calculations, and as well as like liquid. If you're, say you have a CHF patient that is on liquid restrictions and they drank 6 ounces of orange juice, you have to be able to convert that into milliliters if they are on fluid restrictions. All of this will make sense once you memorize and you see the dosage calculations questions. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and do ounces. So 1 ounce equals 2 tablespoons. And then 8 ounces equals 1 cup. Okay? And then our infamous kilograms to pounds. It's very important. You will do lots of conversions from pounds to kilograms. So 1 kilogram equals 2.2 pounds. And I didn't use this one very much, but 1 kilogram also equals 1,000 grams. I didn't really use this one very much. But I did use all of these. Super, super important. I also used the Fahrenheit to Celsius conversion, and I'll show you that a little bit later because that formula is a little more difficult to memorize. But this is the first step in doing dosage calculations. Extremely important that you memorize these conversions. There are some others that I may be missing, but I'm going to go ahead and link down a conversion sheet that you can print out and start studying. So let's just go ahead and do something basic, very, very basic. We're going to do converting pounds to kilograms. So say you have a patient that weighs 150 pounds, okay, and they want you to convert to kilograms. Okay, so you have your conversion already here ready to go. You know what you need to do. You know that 2.2 pounds equals 1 kilogram. So we're going to go ahead and start. We have to put what we want first. What we want is we want to get to kilograms. So we're going to go ahead and put kilograms equals, okay, we know that 1 kilogram equals 2.2 pounds. Okay, so we're going to just use our given. This is our given right here. 1 kilogram equals 2.2 pounds. Now we're going to multiply. What I'm using is the dimensional analysis. Oh, you guys couldn't see. I'm sorry. There we go. Kilograms. So the patient weighs 150 pounds. We're going to convert to kilograms. So kilograms, this is how I set up my problems. Kilograms equals 1 kilogram over 2.2 pounds, because that's our given information right here. And then we're multiplying, and I'm using dimensional analysis. Dimensional analysis is a foolproof way of solving dosage calculations questions without missing any information. And it's very easy to get confused when you have a paragraph long dosage calculations question and you don't put your measurements incorrectly. So we're going to go ahead and, okay, what other information do we have? We have this, 150 pounds. Well, whatever we have down here, we have to bring up here. So this automatically has to be pounds. And this applies to any question. If this was pounds, if this was ounces, if this was milligrams, grams, liters, and so forth. If liters is down here, liters is up here. If milligrams is down here, milligrams is down here. If cups is up here, cups is up here. So we automatically know that pound is going to move up to here. Well, what in our given do we have that's pounds? We have this, 150 pounds. That's how much the patient weighs. And that's all we need. We're going to go ahead and get rid of any, we're going to cancel out any units that we don't need. And then we're left with kilograms. That's how you know you have your problem set up correctly. If you're left with just the units that you need, then you know that all the given information has been put in correctly. So we're just going to go ahead. I put a 1 down here just to fill in the blank because we don't need anything. There will be problems that you do need to put something down there, like 2 doses or Q4 hours, something like that. So we're going to go ahead and multiply. So I have my calculator here, and I do use a standard dollar store calculator. I just don't have it with me, so we're just going to use this. So we're going to go 1 times 150, which equals 150. We don't need to do that. We already know what 1 times 150 is. At least I hope you guys do. And then we're going to go across. 2.2 pounds times 1. Well, we already know that equals 2.2. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do our math. So 150 divided by 2.2 equals 68.1818, so forth. Often the question will tell you where to round to. My program, it varies, it depends. So I'm just gonna go ahead and round to the nearest 10th. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. So the nearest 10th is the number after the decimal. In order to figure out how you need to round, you need to look at the next number. If it is 5 and above, you're going to round up. So in this case, say the dosage calculations question said round to the nearest 10th. So that's what I'm going to do. It's 68 point. I'm rounding up because this is more than 5. So it's 0.2 kilograms. So that's how much the patient weighs in kilograms. Don't forget to ever put your units. You always want to put your units if it's not given in the answer slot. And you always want to make sure that you put a nice round decimal so it doesn't look like a comma or anything like that. Another thing I want to mention is leading zeros. The only time we are leading zeros is if say it's like 0.12, okay? We want to put a 0 in front, but we'll never put a 0 behind. Never, 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 never do that, because it can easily be mistaken for 120 and not 12. So keep in mind that it's super important, and a lot of students get that incorrectly the first few times. A lot of students also forget their rounding rules. So remember to review the rounding rules. I'll see if I can link a video down below of what those rules look like. So yeah, I go ahead and review your list, memorize it, and come back next Monday for another Monday Med Math Day. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video.